and welcome to In Our Schools. I'm Katrina Heeman. Student achievement is the ultimate goal at the Waterloo Community School District, and today we are at East High speaking with Career Interest Academy Tony Burns to see how his students in the Engineering, Technology, and Manufacturing Career Interest Academy are helping achieve that goal. We are also featuring different Career Interest Academies on our website if you would like to know what students are learning in each academy. We're here now with Tony Burns, and he is the Engineering, Technology, and Manufacturing Facilitator at East High, and welcome.
Welcome. Thank you to coming to East High this morning.
Absolutely. And can you explain what you do as a facilitator of the ETM Academy?
Well, as the ETM facilitator, my job is basically threefold. My main emphasis is student achievement. I keep track of students that are falling behind in their studies and work with them to achieve up to their levels. Teachers will identify students that are having problems, failing their classes. I try to make a personal contact with them, bring them into my office, and discuss how we can get things going in a positive direction. A second thing I do is I deal with students that have been identified as having excessive unexcused absences, and again, I repeat. I try to make personal contacts with the students, make home contacts via email or home phones, or send a letter home, and just kind of encourage the students that being in school is where the achievement's going to happen. Another main emphasis of being a facilitator in ETM has been bringing in speakers from different vocations from throughout the Cedar Valley.
Well, and what exactly is covered in the ETM Academy?
Well, like the letters stand for, Engineering, Technology, and Manufacturing. We're going to have an emphasis on, obviously, engineering, which is a vast array of different fields within that one. Technology, which opens up several new doors for the 21st century thinkers, and the manufacturing industry, which brings home products to the Cedar Valley.
So this could be an ever-changing, with technology always evolving, kind of an academy.
Yeah, and the students of today are with that. They're ready to roll. I think it'll be an exciting academy for the students as they proceed and move forward. The kids that are interested in computers, laser technology, I think it's an exciting avenue for them to work towards their careers.
So besides what you just talked about with technology, what kind of interest would a student need to have in the manufacturing or engineering field to join this academy?
Well, I think, first of all, students that want to be in ETM need to be problem solvers, hands-on, inquiry learners, somebody that wants to get through a process where they are given a handful of different variables, situations, problems, and they need to work through that with a team. Just be real problem solvers, hands-on learners.
Well, this is great because I know parents are going to be watching this and trying to figure out where their student would fit in. And this one is a pretty cut and dry type of an academy. I mean, you would think they would know if they had that kind of an interest.
Well, you think so, but it's surprising that students at this age are changing. They're growing, and one of the pursuits of the academies is to identify what academy they're interested in, what career that might end up being, and it might also be to decide that maybe this isn't what's right for them and that they could move on to a different academy, which is an opportunity they have if this isn't their cup of tea.
I think that is just wonderful and groundbreaking for the state of Iowa.
I think so. What research is telling us is that this is the way to go in the future, and helping students get to where they want to be is a big pursuit, which creates interest for the students, creates achievement, and that's what we're here for.
And I know that you are incorporating engineering, technology, and manufacturing into the core classes as well. How would that look in the curriculum?
Well, right now we're in the developmental stage of that. What we have going on is the content chairs, whether it be from science, mathematics, social studies, working with their teachers to develop different content that they can use. Now, right now we're looking at emphasis to make connections with those careers. For example, besides being a facilitator, I'm still a teacher. I teach 3 sections of science. I teach 2 sections of physics and a section of earth science. So in my physics class, that goes hand in hand with engineering. So I can make, for example, when we're studying forces, make that applicable to what a manufacturing or design engineer might do when building a structure. Just those tie-ins that make it applicable. In earth science, if we're studying maps, I can insert the technology of GPS and do a unit with that and explain how global positioning systems is changing our lives every day.
That is wonderful, and really letting the students know how what they're learning would work in the real world.
Correct. Yeah, that's what we're working on.
And you had mentioned as a facilitator, part of your job is to find speakers from the public to come in and talk about ETM and how that would work in their jobs. What kind of professionals would you have coming in?
Well, we're working on those vocations that really emphasize ET&M, engineering, technology, and manufacturing. We've been fortunate enough to already get that aspect of the Academy up and running. This week we had a person in that was a quality assurance director for Powers Manufacturing Engineering, who was also a Waterloo Schools graduate, which was very exciting. That person takes the time to explain his path or her path and how they got to where they are today, what kind of education is required to get there, and then describe their career, and also from there describe the different careers that are available. Beyond having a quality assurance person, we've also had a person from Mid-America Energy already in this year. Talked about the different jobs there. We've had a speaker in from Hawkeye Community College about the transportation industry and those fields that are available in that area, and other aspects of higher education. We have on schedule for an engineer to come in. We also have scheduled architect to come in, who's also a Waterloo Schools graduate. We're very excited about the ties from our community professionals and what they can do for us here in the Waterloo Schools.
That's wonderful that they're embracing the schools, because I'm sure they would like to have some of these students then enter the workforce in the Cedar Valley as well.
We're seeing outstanding support from our professionals. They are interested in what's going on. The outpouring of support is evidenced when you ask them to come and speak. I've never heard the word no. Everybody's behind us. They're excited about being here. They like touching base with our students, and they know that that's the future.
So what type of job could a student pursue if they decided to go out into the workforce right after high school with an ETM degree, basically, from one of the academies?
Well, right away out of high school, I'd have to say that the manufacturing industry would be foremost. A possibility in our area might be to work at a Target distribution center or an Omega cabinetry or a Birch cabinetry and be part of an assembly line or a manufacturing environment and see that product go from the beginning stages to the end product. They need to be team players, they need to be problem solvers, they need to know how to work with other people, and those are the kind of skills that we're going to work on emphasizing in our classrooms so that they have that team aspect of getting things done.
That's wonderful. And besides having our local community colleges and college, are there any specific colleges that would really be more beneficial for a student to attend if they want to pursue ETM?
Well, I think the greatest one, as you said it, Hawkeye Community College is a great avenue for our students to get their 2-year degree, which would get them work ready, but then it can also get them ready for that 4-year degree. And they can transfer to UNI or Iowa State. As we all know, those are great institutions. Iowa State is a great engineering school, well respected throughout the Midwest in the United States. The University of Iowa is a leader in technology, especially in biosciences. And UNI has a great department in industrial technology, the building aspect of things. They're a forerunner in wind energy. So these are the kind of places where we have available here, and there's a lot of different places throughout the Midwest that they could work their careers out in.
That's wonderful that all these opportunities are very local for our students.
Yeah, and I think that that's something that our kids need to know, that this isn't just going to be confined to a high school. It's going to lead them to where they want to go.
Mm-hmm. And staying local cuts down on the cost as well, so you don't have the out-of-state tuition at colleges.
What a great opportunity at Hawkeye Community College.
Mm-hmm. So if a student did pursue college, what types of careers could they go into after a 2- or a 4-year degree?
Well, after a 2-year degree, they can get into entry-level positions into the engineering side of things, possibly working for the state of Iowa and for the Department of Transportation, possibly. After that, the 4-year degrees, it's unlimited. The types of degrees at Iowa State and the University of Iowa in engineering, aerospace engineering, electrical engineering, chemical engineering, ceramic engineering. The list goes on and on. Technology, what do you want to do? Because there's so many avenues for them to pursue. Manufacturing, I already mentioned that we had a speaker in that was actually a science teacher, left teaching, but now he's a quality assurance person in the Cedar Valley. So there's all kinds of careers and there's all kinds of opportunities to pursue. Just making the students aware of what those are is our job here.
And I know the look and feel of the high school has changed. What do you like best about the Career Interest Academies?
I'd have to say the single thing I like the most is that we've divided up these large high schools into smaller learning communities. We've taken East High, which is 1,200 students, and divided it up into 3 academies, roughly 250 to 400 students, 400 or 500 students, which is still large, but much smaller than it used to be. I like that proximity. We've put students in different areas of the building. We've given them core teachers, whether it be the freshman house or their core area of math, science, English, social studies, and we try to work them through that cycle so the teachers become more familiar with the students and the students become more familiar with the teachers, so we can build those relationships, keep track of the students, monitor their achievement better. I think that's the greatest single thing that the academies are accomplishing at this time.
And tackling the major goal of the district, which is student achievement.
Exactly. That's our focus, and we're working towards making this a better school district. Our students achieve better on the state rankings, national rankings, and open up doors for them right after they graduate from the Waterloo Community Schools.
Well, thank you so much for giving us a greater insight on the Engineering, Technology, and Manufacturing Career Academy.
It was my pleasure to be with you today. Thank you.
Thank you.